What's up, Aries? Welcome to your love reading for the month of November. This is going to be perfect for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus in Aries. Cross watchers, you're also welcome. And if this doesn't resonate, please check out your other signs because sometimes it doesn't always resonate with your sun, okay? Now, Aries, meow. Excuse me. It seems like a lot of you guys are in this really confused place, right? What the unseen energy is for the month in terms of love is the Two of Swords. This is someone who is not able to come to a decision because they are absolutely positively guarded, right? They are guarded in their heart space, their heart chakra. See how she's got the arms crossed? They are blinded. They cannot see the truth. There is no clarity in something, right? Almost a sense of like they need to have more details in order to make a decision, but definitely something that they've been sitting on for a minute. Now, it feels to me like a lot of you guys have probably recently gone through a heartbreak with someone who you deemed as selfish or maybe lied about certain things, someone who definitely broke your heart. And I say that because you guys got the Three of Swords there whenever we're thinking about them. What's really interesting is when I'm looking at your spread, I'm getting mostly blue in terms of coloring of the cards. Now, we know that blue is all about clarity and truth and all those things, and speaking our truth, right? You guys got also quite a bit of sword cards, and um, that blue is all about throat chakra. um, Now, outside of those cards, you do have two cards with the Fool card and the Magician card that's got ton of that orange and that yellow, right? That sacral and that solar plexus chakra. It's all about your creativity, your sexual expression, your power, your confidence, your right. So it's almost like this situation is honestly holding you back, kind of stifling you. I feel like you guys are such in your head right now and feeling very emotional and kind of stuck that it's preventing you from using, coming from a creative space and being able to move on, maybe to something new and more loving and more aligned, right? So you guys start out with that Queen of Cups card. Queen of Cups to me always is a reminder that I need to basically be paying attention to my intuition. It's like I'm getting I'm getting messages, I'm getting clues, I'm getting the whole shit, and I'm just not listening. I'm not tapping in, I'm not tuning in. I also feel like, again, you guys are in a very emotional space, a lot of you. Maybe there was some betrayal done in the past because you guys do have this Three of Swords of how you guys feel about the other person. So I feel like you look at this person as someone who broke your heart. Maybe someone who cheated on you or lied to you. If they didn't do these things, somebody that did something that the betrayal felt like it was comparable to that intensity, right? Definitely heartbroken over this situation. Now, for some of you, I feel like this is very recent. Some of you, I feel like this maybe isn't recent, but it's the most recent relationship you've had. It's something that you've been very much trying to get over, but feeling stuck every single time. I think moving forward, what you guys want for yourself more than anything is just to be able to move on. Um, I think in a perfect world, you guys feel like you would want to still be with that person and make things work with whoever this person is that broke your heart. But I think that now you guys have come to a place where it's like, it's just not possible. I just want to move on in general. Let me clarify that Fool card. Why did Aries get Fool? I feel like you guys have gone through so much that you're just really willing to take a risk altogether on something new, right? Hold on. Too many fell out. One card. Why did Aries get the Fool? King of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you guys are just really ready to move on. Where this relationship has not felt comfortable or secure or stable, I feel like that's what you guys want. You guys are looking for your King of Pentacles energy. This is whether you're a man or a woman, right? I feel like you guys want something that you can trust, something that's stable, something that is abundant in all forms, something that's very loving and secure and very honest, right? Um, yeah. Now, how this other person, where they are, like I said, they've got Four of Pentacles. So I feel like this is someone who holds back from you. This is someone who could be hold back their finances. They could be very selfish. It could be someone who holds back their emotions. But it feels like there's someone in your life, whoever it is that you're thinking of, you feel like you view them as someone who is not forthcoming in many ways, right? This can be an earth sign person or someone who has a lot of earth in their chart, but I'm just really getting a sense of whoever this person is, like, although you love them, like, you know that they're selfish. Like, they're just selfish when it comes to you. Have always been. In terms of building a foundation, it's like they say they want to do things with you, but there was never any action behind it, right? They would just sit there on their money and kind of be selfish about it. Now, how they view you, you got the Queen of Swords. So I feel like, honestly, they view you as someone who's difficult. Now, Queen of Swords to me is not someone who's difficult. This is someone who's wise, who's been through the struggle, right? She has her crown of butterflies, which she has motherfucking gained, okay? Because she has definitely transitioned. She's already been a caterpillar. She's gone through the baby stages of growth, and now she's a beautiful butterfly, right? She is so miraculous because all of the wisdom that she has and all the wisdom that she's collected, it's been from personal experience. So I feel like they view you as this person who's very strong, but they almost, like, in order to make themselves feel better, they come off like, oh, she's being a bitch, something like that, or like he's being a bitch. Because you're just very much someone who stands up for yourself. And although they love it and it's something that they always admire about you, it feels like whenever the sword is turned on them, they're like, like he's being like this or she's being like this. Now, what they want overall, I feel like they want to incorporate more fun into the relationship, Queen of Wands, because this is a very charismatic sexual queen, right? She's the only one who's facing forward with her legs spread apart. I feel like they want to bring more fun into the situation. Like, they will literally sit there and tell you, like, well, you're just not fun. You take the fun out of everything, or you just make everything so hard, or like they're one of those people who try to make you feel bad for shit. I feel it. But it also could be that they've got their eyeballs on another person. Could be a Leo sign. Could be another fire sign like you. Could be a Leo, like I said. Yeah, since it's general, it's going to be different for everybody. For some of you, I feel like what they really want is to kind of just go on with someone else. Look, decisions. Some of them feel like they want to move on with something else. Some of them feel like they've got other options. Yep. There may be someone else in their life that they feel like they can build with, because maybe, like, with you in the past, things have just been too hard, and so it's like for them easier in their minds to just start from scratch than to try to mend this shit, because here you are coming at them with Queen of Swords energy that they're mistaking for, God, she's being a bitch, but really you're just like, no, I'm that bitch and I'm just letting you know. Something like that, guys. It feels like that kind of energy. I do feel like they want, like, balance in this situation, but I don't feel like what they don't realize is, it feels to me like they're kind of the person who brings the imbalance to the situation. And again, a lot of that has to do with just the way that they hold back from you. There definitely needs to be some communication. I feel like you've been efforting that, but they just hold back. Like, they're not ready to open up and see. You want somebody who's ready to open up and be secure, and like you guys can feel comfortable with one another and really build something. And I just feel like this person at this time, I feel like, number one, some of them want to just play around. Some of them may have their eyes kind of set on someone else, because they view you as just being so difficult, even though they do view you as someone who is very beautiful and charming and stuff. It's like, she's too fucking hard. Like, she expects too much of me. She requires too much of me. How dare her? It's like that, okay? Now, obstacles is the Magician. Now, again, interesting, going back to your highest desire for this relationship, I feel like it's really walking away and starting something completely new, right? Because you guys got the Fool. I feel like you guys really want to start something over. And I love the progression of how the Fool in the Major Arcana goes to the One, which is the Magician. So it's like you're already at full stage. It's like there's the awareness of wanting to move on from this situation and start something new with somebody else, possibly. but now it's like the taking action stage. So I feel like you guys are at that point of taking action. How do I do it? Where do I go? Who do I talk to? What's right for me? I feel like this is a time where you guys really use that Queen of Cups energy, right? Being very clear, being very intuitive, being very trusting of your intuition to help you move forward. I think that will help you move forward, okay? Because it seems like you're already at ground zero with the Fool card, knowing and having the awareness that what you want to do is move on and have something new. But what I don't think many of you Aries realize is you actually have the power to do that right now. You guys are actually stronger in this than you think. It's just going to take a little bit of effort and a little bit of action on your part, okay? Whatever happened in the past, it's time to let it go. This 10 of Swords indicates that this time of mourning and feeling sad and feeling backstabbed and like being mad at Joe or whatever, this time, this shit is over. It's over. It's over. Some of you, I feel like you keep repeating a cycle. Again, some of you, I said, felt like this relationship thing wasn't old. I mean, it wasn't new. So some of you, it feels like you're repeating cycles of being mad at this guy, just being mad, or being mad at this girl, being mad. It's over. It's fucking over. Be done with it. Be done with it. If you need to sit in your pain and cry for a full fucking week in order to get over it, do it. But I feel like in order for you to move forward to what you really want, which is a new start with somebody else, you have to sit in this pain, period. Check out, I believe, Aquarius video because they had the same card in the same placement. Also, Pisces had a message of just kind of like needing to be clear and move on type thing. I don't know. Pisces and Aquarius, I'm getting, look at those. If you're involved with somebody like that or you have those strong in your chart, those messages for those videos for whatever reason might help you this month. I feel strongly. Now, ending out with the High Priestess. This is water energy to me because all this moon, it's very liquidy. Again, for you guys, what's going to help you in order to move forward? I feel like you're going to have to step into your divine feminine energy, right? I feel like you're going to have to trust your intuition. I feel like you're going to have to stay optimistic about the things around you. I think you're going to have to remember what it is that's really important to you at this time, which is being happy and starting new, right? So when you get distracted and you feel like you're heartbroken and you're in this way and, ooh, Joe, and oh, I'm so heartbroken, oh, you motherfucker, you did this shit to me, how could you? You have to move past that so that you can start new. You have to stop getting mad about the things that this person was not for you and stop, stop being mad at the fact that they were selfish or they lied or they, were, out there, didn't know how to communicate, whatever. And it's like, you just need to stand strong in your feminine power and moving on, right? Because whatever this is, I feel like these are things that weren't completely, like they're secrets. Yeah, I feel like you definitely found out things that maybe you didn't know, but I feel like there came a point where it's like you're fully aware of what's going on now, but for whatever reason, you still weren't able to make the move in order to move forward. And look at her. She doesn't have time for our shit. Like, the High Priestess, her face is hella funny to me because, the High Priestess energy, it's spirit energy. She's not human at all. So she doesn't have the compassion sometimes that humans need in order to move forward. Like, a High Priestess will be like, well, I told you this already. I told you that last week and you're still doing it. What? Whereas the Queen of Cups energy is still very intuitive like the High Priestess, but she's still human. So there is that compassion and that balance. So give yourself a break and give yourself that time to heal that you need, right? Give yourself that time you need to sit into this 10 of Swords energy, but you can't sit in it for too long because you've got other things and you've got universe trying to help you. You've got this power backing you right now, so for you, it'd be best to stay optimistic about it. If there's someone who's proving to you in your space, in your loving space, that they are cheating, that they are not honest, that they are interested in other people or whatever, stop trying to convince yourself that it's okay when it's not okay for you, okay? What you need to convince yourself is that it's okay and you're going to move on to something new and better because, Aries, you don't have time for this shit, right? You guys got to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. If this means getting your affirmations on, if this means hell, I don't know. Whatever this means for you, whatever it takes for you, Aries, to get back reset and grounded, so that you can make the best decisions for yourself, it's going to take that. Allow yourself, again, to feel the feelings that you need to feel in order to move on, because I do think it's very important that you go through the process and not skip anything. But it seems like you guys are ready right off that, like right on that dock or landing where you guys are just ready to go. But now it's there's a little bit of action needs to be taken, and forgiveness and compassion to yourself on your part. Okay. All right, Aries, thank you. If you need any help, go ahead and email me. If you would like a personal reading, she's Vibey Tarot at gmail.com, and we could set something up. All right. Peace.